Let's solve this numerical. A thin fixed ring of radius A has a positive charge Q uniformly distributed over it. A particle of mass small m having charge minus Q is placed on the axis at a distance of x from the center of the ring. Show that the motion of negatively charged particle is approximately SHM. Calculate the time period of oscillation. So in this question, there is a ring, and ring has got a radius A. I'm going to make a three-dimensional figure. So this is plus Q, means positive charge is spread over the ring, and this is the axis, and this is the negative charge placed on the axis of the ring, and we have to show that this negative charge is executing SHM. It's very obvious. See, negative charge is going to be attracted by the positive ring and it comes to the center, and obviously because of the mass it overshoots, it will pass through the center to the other side and again will be attracted by the ring, it will come to this side, and this process goes on. It means minus Q is going to execute an SHM. Now to solve it, let's consider these two elements on the symmetrical opposite side of the ring. Why? Because we are going to cancelize the symmetrical elements of the forces. So this element is going to cause a force like this because positive is going to attract the negative charge. In the same way, this is going to attract the negative charge. So ultimately, if say this angle is theta, this angle is also theta, and this will be the components. It will be df, say this is df, so there will be df sine theta, this will be df cos theta, and the same component df cos theta and the opposite component df sin theta. Undoubtedly these two elements are going to cancelize, and what is the net component left is df cos theta. This is such components are going to we are going to have such components for every element on the ring. So it means ultimately the attractive force will be df cos theta, right? So the force with which the charge is being attracted towards the ring is df cos theta. Okay, so means the moment charge, now you can consider it like this. Suppose the charge has moved from this point to this point during the SHM, then this df cos theta at that point of time will become the restoring force. So df cos theta is the restoring force. So I can say the restoring force, since I have written this again in the form of df, so df, that restoring is df cos theta, and this df cos theta is like this, and negative sign you very well know we use for the restoring force, and this total restoring force will then become m into d2x by dt2, which is mass into acceleration, and it is minus integral df cos theta. And now what is cos theta? Let's consider this right angle triangle with this as the center. Say this point is A and say this point is B. So OAB is the right angle triangle. This is base and this is hypotenuse, and this radius is A. So base is x and hypotenuse is x square plus a square under root. It's prominently clear. Base is x and hypotenuse will be x square plus a square under root. So it is x by under root of x square plus a square. That is cos theta. And now what is df? What is df? It is k into dq into q divided by square of this distance, and that is again x square plus a square square. Am I clear? I just have replaced every other element with this concept and this substitutions. Now what I'm going to do is, see, k is constant, q is constant, x is obviously, in this case, at a defined point x will remain fixed. So x upon this everything, so m d2x by dt2 is equal to k q minus kq upon x square plus a square raised to power 3 by 2 and integral dq x on this side, so it is kqx integral dq and x square plus a square raised to power 3 by 2. And now what I am going to do is I am going to integrate dq, and this is going to be the complete charge of the ring, as simple as that. So I'll write it as q and I'll move this complete element onto the left hand side. So it will be m d2x by dt2 plus kq small q divided by x square plus a square raised to power 3 by 2 into x is equal to 0. And there is another adjustment that I can move this m from this point to this point, and means I have taken m as common and I'll move m over here. So this is now going to become omega square. Why I am saying this? Because we know that this is the fundamental equation of SHM. d2x by dt2 plus omega square x is equal to 0. So it means this complete bracketed part, let me show it here, this complete part will be omega square. So I think since this equation matches with this, it means I can say that the equation is the equation is of SHM, hence Q will execute SHM. First point. Second point, this is omega square, so in order to find the time period I can use this to generate the value of t. How? Omega square is equal to kqq divided by mx square plus a square raised to power 3 by 2. And see now, if I'm going to get square moved from this side, I'll say it to be a square root, and if I'm supposed to change omega as omega is 2 pi by t, which is kqq divided by mx square plus a square raised to power 3 by 2. Now you can get the value of time period. You'll just transpose it and you'll get the result. Right? So this is the way we are going to solve this question in particular, and again, not very tricky, not very difficult. Yeah, yet a bit tricky, but one thing more that we can implement in the same question is, since they have very clearly stated that x is much smaller than a. So over here I can just replace x square. I can neglect x square. It means right after this, if I am going to neglect x square, what is going to happen? That is what I am going to modify now. Let's see. You just give me this space, because this is what we have already done. So I am going to wipe it off and see. This is omega, which is equal to kqq by mx square plus a square raised to power 3 by 2. So neglect x, it is kqq by m aq square root, because x square gone, a square raised to power 3 by 2 becomes a cube, and this is omega. So t will be equal to 2 pi under root of m a cube divided by k capital Q small q. Sometimes in the objective based questions you may find this as one option. So in that particular case, you should not feel that we are not in a position to solve this question. Yeah, we have done it, because just this part we have to neglect. As simple as that. Right? So every question has got some kind of condition, some kind of constraints. We have to be very careful about it. In case there are the options in the objective, you have to relate with the objectives also. Sorry, the options also. So this is the way you can relate to it.